Dee, CEO of Catalyst. I hope you're keeping well. Today I wanted to share some survey results with you. I did 2 online surveys last week, one on your personal life and one on your commercial or work life, professional life, trying to understand the challenges that you're going through so that I can take that feedback and incorporate it into the services that I offer. And I wanted to share some of the results of the surveys. I'm still looking for more responses, so the links will come up right now for the 2 different surveys. If you have 2-3 minutes, that's all it takes. Please fill them in because it helps me out a lot. Now, the first survey on living an inspired life and what your challenges are, I thought it would be interesting to share the top problems that people said they had. And 67% said the biggest challenge they have in their life is getting rid of old or bad habits. And I'm not really surprised by that. I think the biggest challenge we have is making change in our lives. And even, number 2, 53% said people, the biggest challenge they had was making changes. And I think these old and bad habits and changes are related. I think the key question to ask yourself when you're having a challenge changing an old habit is, how is this habit serving you? We don't keep habits that don't serve us. We don't keep habits that hold us back or make us unhappy in general. But there are some habits we keep and we find hard to change because we're getting something from that habit or that behavior. To give you an example, you may be looking for relationships, but you sabotage those relationships over and over again because really you don't want it and you prefer to spend your time doing something else. Something as simple as that. Or, for me, getting up and doing exercise is a constant challenge. What do I get by not going? I get to be comfy. I get to stay in my comfort zone. I get to chill out. So I'm getting something by not going. So a really good question to ask yourself is, what are you getting from this behavior? And what you're getting more important than what you're saying you want? Because maybe you're just happy the way you are and you need to leave that, that desire to change that habit go, because what you're getting in replacement is something much better, or it may help you put that challenge in perspective. And number 3, 40% of people said knowing their life purpose is one of the biggest challenges that they have. And this is a topic that's close to my heart, and I think it's critical. If you don't know your life purpose, if you're not sure of it or you're not living it, how do you know where you're going? You're not on the right path. You're probably feeling frustrated with what you're doing right now. Knowing your life purpose is the key to a happy life, to an inspired life, to a fulfilled life. And if you're feeling challenged by this, I encourage you to come along to one of my Kickstart events, come along to one of my courses. The link is coming up now, because focusing on discovering your purpose and putting a plan in place to achieve that purpose is one of the biggest goals of the training courses that I deliver. After that, health and fitness, 33%, personal relationships, 27%, money and wealth, 27%, then career, and then general happiness and well-being. And when I asked then, what are sort of the problems that keep reoccurring when you're trying to address these problems? The number 1 answer was, I try to address them and it comes back again. I never really resolve it. Number 2, lack of accountability. And number 3, focus and commitment. And my last video was on motivation, the top 10 tips to keep yourself motivated. And really for me, it's just keep doing small things, keep doing things every single day that move you forward. And in terms of lack of accountability, state your goal publicly. Get some positive public pressure to help keep you on track. Find a friend who is doing something similar. Get involved in a group. I think having external accountability rather than just relying totally on yourself to get things done is a great way to achieving your goals. In relation to career, the second survey was around career, and this is also interesting because I'm designing a webinar series over a 6-week period to address the biggest problems you have in work. Major problems, number 1, I need to improve my skills or knowledge. Number 2, I lack confidence in my abilities, which is such a shame. So many people don't get where they are because they don't believe they're good enough, or they're not, just don't believe in how good they are. And in that sense, I would ask, what proof do you have that you're not good enough? I think more often than not, you will find that you made that decision yourself. Um, Stop it. Don't do it. Look for the proof. For any limiting beliefs you have about yourself, ask yourself the question, how do I know this is true? Where is the proof that this is true? I coach so many people who tell me they're not good at something, and when I ask them how do they know, they don't. And they come to the realization that they decided it themselves. There was no external factor. There's no proof that this is true. So ask yourself, how do you know it's true? I have no work-life balance. Number 3, very, very common. Number 4, I've been trying to get promoted but without success. I feel you there. I want better relationships with my colleagues, and I'm not sure what's the right job for me. And I think that relates also to the purpose question in the last survey. And I think this is also very common. We often accept the jobs that are offered to us, but we rarely take the time to consider what exactly is the job that I want to do. Is the job that you have right now close or a passion in your life? Many people will say, well, look, only the few in the world get to do what they truly love. I would say that's rubbish. I'd say that's rubbish. Only because I'm living proof of it. It may be a hard decision to make. It may be a challenging one to make. You may need to make many changes in your life in order to work in a job or in a role that you love. What do they say about, find something that you love and you'll never work another day in your life. Look for it. It is possible and you do deserve it. And the key skills that people would love to learn now that they would think would benefit the most in their career. One, having more influence at work. Nearly 60% of people said, I want to have more influence at work. I want to be good at motivating others. Number 3, emotional intelligence, a very popular topic. Then time management, motivating myself, getting career guidance, public speaking, communication skills, and negotiation skills. So a lot of you out there with challenges in life and in work, and I sort of have to congratulate you for those of you who've responded to the survey, because it shows great self-awareness. I think the first step to making progress and making changes is knowing that you have a problem in the first place, or knowing that you're not happy, and then taking action to do something about it. I encourage you, if you want to come to one of my Kickstart events, 3-hour event to introduce you to me and what I do and experience some of the training. I have a Kickstart event coming up in Bangkok, Thursday 26th of February, and one in Ireland at the end of March. Check out my website. Coming up now, there's the event calendar, and take a look at the courses while you're on the site. In the meantime, have a wonderful day. Positive mental attitude on those challenges. You know what they are. Next step is just take action. Have a great day. Bye.